Hey there, it's Darlene, and today I'm going to just be messing around. So I'm not doing anything specific, but I thought I would just grab some random papers that I saved. I'm actually going to use watercolor. That I know I can open with one hand. Or can I? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. And I have a paintbrush and some water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with one color or maybe one shade of color since there's a lot of different shades. So why don't I start with blue, oh my goodness, green. And I'm just gonna make some marks. Maybe I'll do, what would you call that, arches. Said I'm just adding color to paper and just trying to do some kind of creative work since I haven't been able to do anything. I feel like it's been forever, but it's really only been a couple weeks. And I did green, so why don't we do, let's do different shades of orange. Just putting color on paper is making me really happy right now. Ooh, look at that. That is pretty. Ooh, that's really pretty. I love that. So if you like what you see, you like listening to me babble, give me a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button if you are not already a subscriber. Okay, so all of these have dried, and I decided to gather a bunch of ink pads. I'm gonna see if I can swing this over. And basically I use the same color families and just a variety of shades. And then I'm going to do a little bit more mark making to the same pages. So on the purple, I'll use purple, pink, etc., etc. And I have a bunch of stamps that are stamps that are mark making stamps. You can tell these stamps are well loved. These stamps, you can see my name up there, were actually created by me, but they're just like, this is bubble wrap. They're just different marks that I made with just random kind of household tools. Some of them even my fingers. But I was asked to do that by the person who has the stamp company. Actually, it was Lila Gray, but now it's Bloom Arts, and she sells these stamps along with many others on her Etsy shop. So I'll have that link down in the information box below. Here's the third one. And so I'm going to be creating a tone-on-tone effect. I don't know if you can see that. Like that. See that? It's just a little bit. It's not much. So you saw the time-lapse videos of me just stamping through and trying to struggle to open up those stamp pads or ink pads. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some black and white, just a little more, just a few more marks, probably splatters, just little things like that. Nothing too obvious because, again, I'm still not really sure what I'm going to do with these things. But I'm excited. This is really fun, just kind of getting messy and pulling out some supplies. I'm going to put some just little marks here and there, like I mentioned. I think these are easy to do whether you're right or left-handed and you're using your non-dominant hand. So I didn't do any stamping or tone-on-tone stamping on the brown, but for some reason I felt like adding some white on it. So I was thinking to myself, yeah, I'm using my left hand, which is my non-dominant, because I have to. But you know, it's kind of a fun challenge if you think about it. If you're interested in doing something like this, or if this is something you do every so often, try using your non-dominant hand, see what kind of stuff you come up with, because I'm sure it's going to be a lot more wonkier than if you're using your regular, your dominant hand. And in my case, it would be my right hand. Some paint. This really did turn out to be a lot of mixed media. So first of all, I'm using random junk paper. And I'm using, or I used watercolor paint. And then I used stamps, different stamp inks. And then the paint pen. Oops. And now I'm going to use acrylic paint. So I'm going to use this. Again, nothing fancy, just drawing marks. Make sure that everything's dried in between. Oh, I like those kind of half dots. That looks kind of cool. That's it for that. And now I'm rolling it. You see that? Thanks again for watching me play with these products. I stamped some leaves. I'm going to have my daughter help me cut those out. So I'm going to try to create a card with this, but that's not really what this video is about. It really was just, I was in a funk. I needed to do something creative, not project specific, but just adding color and ink products on papers just kind of prepares. First of all, it got me out of my creative funk because I was really having fun in here doing all these things. Plus, it just preparing papers for future projects. So, you know, just once again, take a quick look. I ended up stamping that. That's going to be part of the card. I'm not going to show you that because I don't think that's what this video is about. But, you know, again, just if you get into a rut or you just want to, you know, you have nothing planned, or you want to, you know, binge watch a TV show, but you don't really want to pay too much attention to what you're doing, something like this is great exercise just to kind of keep you creative using product. And I really like the idea of adding, you know, first starting with the fun background paper, or junk papers is what I like to call them, and then the watercolor paint, and then we added stamps with ink. And then we added, what did we add? Oh, the white marks. And then, so that was with an ink pen or a paint pen. And then we added the black acrylic paint. Again, no rhyme or reason. Still don't really know what I'm going to do with all this, but I'm just building my stash. So I hope you had a lot of fun watching me. I hope this is something you try to do yourself. If you have any questions or comments, just leave those below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already a subscriber. All right. Thanks for joining me. Bye.